Welcome to Nirvana.
Money is one of the most significant assets a man must have. It brings you the honor, supports you, and makes you capable to deal with calamities. One must be satisfied with whatever he has as wife, wealth, and income. Still, one must never get satisfied with the knowledge and acts of charity. A dry tree is responsible for burning the whole forest. Likewise, a bad son can ruin the whole empire and family. Treat your kids like a darling for the first 5 years. For the next 5 years, scold them. By the time they turn 16, treat them like a friend. Your grown-up children are your best friends. There are only two ways to avoid wicked and thorns. Crush them with your shoes or stay away from them. Learning is like a cow of desire. It, like her, yields in all season. Like a mother, it feeds you on your journey. Therefore, learning is a hidden treasure. Though men be endowed with beauty and youth, and born in noble families, yet without education, they are like the palasa flower, which is void of sweet fragrance.
Do not keep company with the fool, for as we can see, he is two-legged beast, like unseen thorn. He pierces the heart with his sharp words. One who can't determine his goals cannot win. Purity of speech, of mind, of the senses, and of compassionate heart are needed by one who desires to rise to the divine platform. A person or a ruler who executes his plan of public welfare after due consideration, the prosperity stands with him for a longer period. A wise man should marry a virgin of respected family, even if she is deformed. He should not marry one of a low-class family. Though beauty, marriage in a family of equal status is preferable. All the creatures
Are pleased
by loving words, and therefore we should address words that are pleasing to all, for there is no lack of sweet words. A small chain is enough to control a large elephant. A small lamp is enough to erase the darkness. A thunderbolt is enough to crash a large mountain. Your body, shape, size, beauty are not important. Only your strength and confidence are important. Once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it, because people who work sincerely are the happiest. You can take control a greedy person by paying money, but if you want to control a good person, then you will have to tell the truth. Even though the crow is sitting on the tallest building, it cannot be called eagles. Similarly, a person's honor is determined by his qualities, but not on his height, position, or wealth. Physically beautiful woman can give you pleasure to only one night, but mentally beautiful woman gives you pleasure for a lifetime. It's a good idea to accept the person who is beautiful from the mind. Never make friends with people who are above or below you in status. Such friendship will never give you any happiness. Person should not be too honest. Straight trees are cut first, and honest people are screwed first. Swans live wherever there is water and leave the place where water dries up. Let not a man act so and come and goes as he pleases. The king who goes on the illegal path and doesn't care to the pains and problems of his citizens, he will be destroyed by his own selfishness. In the same way, a man who does not care for his society dies. If one has a good disposition, what other virtue is needed? If a man has fame, what is the value of other ornamentations? A good wife is the one who serves her husband in the morning like a mother does, love him in the day like a sister does, and pleases him like a prostitute in the night. He who is not shy in the acquisition of wealth, gain, and knowledge, and in taking his meals, will be happy. Before starting any work, ask yourself why I am starting this work. Can I get success in this work? What are the loss and profits of this work? If you get satisfactory answers, then go ahead. It is always best to make friendship with good people, because how water becomes milk by mixing with the milk, same way we become good by doing friendship with good people. A mere tickle of the tiny drops of water can fill the pitcher. The same way, we must keep on collecting knowledge, dharma, and money. Sometimes you have to suffer in life, not because you were bad, but because you didn't realize where to stop being good. It is better to have only one son endowed with good qualities than 100 devoid of them. For the moon, though one, dispels the darkness, which the stars, though numerous, do not. A wicked wife, a false friend, a saucy servant, and living in a house
with a serpent in it
are all the same. It is not good for a wise man to live in a city where people break the law, don't fear of honor, don't donate, and don't respect the art. The fragrance of flowers spreads only in the direction of wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. Rain falling over ocean is meaningless. Feeding a well-fed person is meaningless. Charity to a rich person is meaningless. And lighting lamp in daylight is meaningless. In the same way, it is meaningless to love a stone-hearted person. The excellent thing that can be learned from a lion is that whatever a man intends doing should be done by him with a whole-hearted and strenuous effort. Living with a wife who has no high ideals, doing friendship with a bad person who kicks it back, working with people who always talk, and living in a house where poisonous snakes are there, all is same and unsafe. As long as your body is healthy and under control and death is distant, try to save your soul. When death is imminent, what can you do? Save your soul from death as much as possible. Once you lost your body, you cannot get it back. Test the reality of gold. We burn it in a fire. Similarly, the allegations on individuals test their genuineness. As soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. A moment of patience in a moment of anger can help us avoid 1,000 moments of sorrow. One who is able to control and conquer his desires is alone competent to rule the state in a just, impartial, and benevolent manner. Learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourselves. One whose knowledge is confined to books and whose wealth is in the possession of others can use neither knowledge nor wealth when the need for them arises. Avoid him who talks sweetly before you but tries to ruin you behind your back, for he is like a pitcher of poison with milk on top. He who is overly attached to his family members experiences fear and sorrow, for the root of all grief is attachment. Thus one should discard attachment to be happy. The world's biggest power is youth and beauty of a woman. Don't make fun of anyone's future by looking at his present condition, because tomorrow has the power to change a small coal into a diamond. He who neither rouses by fear by his anger, nor confers a favor when he is pleased, can neither control nor protect. What can he do? The biggest suspense of life is that you don't know who is praying for you and who is playing with you.
Man who only opens his mouth while eating, he attains 100 years of happiness in 1 year. Silence is a great weapon. The work that does not take place from the Great War can be done by a silent war. How much we talk more, that much of problem comes into our path. He who is overly attached to his family members experiences fear and sorrow, for the root of all grief is attachment. Thus, one should discard attachment to be happy. Test your wife when your wealth is lost, a friend in need, relatives at the time of crisis, and your servant after allocating him an important duty. Even if a snake is not poisonous, it should pretend to be venomous. There is some self-interest behind every friendship. There is no friendship without self-interest. This is a bitter truth. The biggest Guru mantra is never share your secrets with anybody. It will destroy you.
God is not present in idols. Your feelings are your God. The soul is your temple. The earth is supported by the power of truth. It is the power of truth that makes the sun shine and the wind blow. Indeed, all things rest upon truth. Don't be ashamed of where you come from. Don't fret for what is past, nor be anxious about the future. Wise men deal only with the present moment. A man is great by deeds, not by birth. Books are useful to a stupid person as a mirror is useful to a blind person. Do not reveal what you have thought upon doing, but by wise counsel, keep it secret, being determined to carry it into execution. The qualities that come from birth cannot be changed. However, if you pour the milk on neem tree, neem will remain as neem only. It will not become jaggery. A man is born alone and dies alone, and he experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone, and he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. One should never talk out one's well thought out intentions, determination, and they should be jealous, guarded like some secret mantra. The implementation of them should also be achieved without any fear, and in total secrecy to ensure the successful accomplishment. He who lives in our mind is near, though he may actually be far away. But he who is not in our heart is far, though he may really be nearby. A wise man is courageous enough to accept his sins and forgive others. Education is the best friend. The educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth.
Congratulations, you have invested your time in improving yourself. Thanks for watching. Comment your thoughts, make sure to subscribe and share with your loved ones.